All right, so you're originally from Yonkers. You have ties to the Locks, right?
Yeah, in some ways.
Okay. Did you have a relationship with DMX, or you knew him, or anybody that knew him?
He lived in my sister's building.
In your sister's building?
In my projects.
Wow. So you saw him growing up?
Yeah, I used to see him all the time.
You have any stories that you can tell, like that you remember with him?
Nah.
But DMX had ties to the Latin Kings, especially those in Chicago, right? Do you know about that?
I know some of it.
Okay. Did you ever have any interactions with King Kato?
Nah.
No. Because I was going to ask you about, they said that, you know, DMX saved Ja Rule's life in Chicago because the Kings was on him.
Maybe.
All right. Well, earlier you were talking about the documentaries. I'm sure you've seen things like the episodes of Gangland and stuff like that. When you see people appear on these documentaries and you feel like they misrepresent what the gang is about, and like, how does that make you feel watching that? I mean, even the stuff on YouTube though, like where people piece together these gang stories and stuff, like I'm wondering, like, how do they get the information really, like, to make it accurate? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, where are you getting all this from?
I mean, I feel like like I said earlier, like with the rise of social media is like some things you just can't prevent. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if it's done tastefully and with honor, like I said in my last interview, Panda, when you first interviewed me, if it's done with honor and it's done tastefully, then cool. If you got like clowns misrepresenting your crew or that crew or this crew, like it's just gonna be frowned upon, and you know, people from other crews see that, and it's just not a good look.
But have you watched a lot of that content? Like, do you see it on YouTube and you choose to watch it, or you choose not to pay attention to it?
I don't.
I just feel like it's kind of a slippery slope when people get on here, because if you lie about certain things, like you still got to go out in public and you could catch a consequence for that. You know what I mean?
Niggas don't care. Niggas will get on here, lie about mad shit, and go out to their neighborhood, and the niggas in their neighborhood won't even do nothing.
Why do you think that is? You think that the clout is more important to them? Like that dopamine hit is more important to them?
You know them niggas that you got in every neighborhood that you be like, your nigga got 1,000 stories. Just let them niggas talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. There's a few niggas like that in every hood. Like, yo, they got 1,000 stories. Oh my God, niggas with King Blood. Oh my God, you used to box with King Blood, word? Fire. You know what I mean? Like niggas got stories for everything, you know?
But like you don't ever have like anybody show you stuff, like send it to you, like, yo, can you believe this, that this person is saying this or talking about this incident?
Mm-hmm.
Because Connor was saying that like there's been times where people have sent him stuff or he's seen stuff and he's like, I was there for that incident. It didn't happen like that.
Oh, me and Connor talk about shit like that all the time. Like I would never say like what any details about that. I speak with any of my guys, you know what I mean, neutral or in King, but that happens often. Like yo, this nigga such and such said he was there when this happened. What a fucking buffoon, you know what I mean? Like,
have you heard like stories though of people getting beat up for the stuff that they say like online, like that are lies like that?
Yeah, that's a normal thing. That's normal.
And do they still keep coming back online and telling stories that are lies though?
There was a nigga in my neighborhood growing up that used to do shit like that all the time, get beat up. He'd be back on the block 3 days later, like nothing happened.
So they're not fazed by it at all.
Every block is different. Like it's just where you from. You know what I mean? Like like I said, you got niggas in your neighborhood that all they do is lie, you know what I'm saying? And you get used to it. You be like, yo, just fuck him, forget what he said. He's a liar. And then you got niggas that create lies and you be like, what? That shit triggers a response. Beat the nigga up, chase him off the block. 3 days later, he's like, yo, my nigga gonna come back to the block. Yo, I'm sorry. You're like, all right, fuck it, come on. Just come back.
But don't you think that it's just a different level of disrespect now, because you're not just saying it on the block anymore. You're saying it in front of the whole world when you put it online for like wide consumption.
I don't even know how to respond to that because if people that know, like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I was in a situation, somebody said they was there. All of us that were there, no, they wasn't there. We don't even have to address it. We just know, like, later this nigga talk about he was in such and such when this happened. Nigga wasn't nowhere to be. We didn't even know that nigga when that shit happened. But he's on the internet saying he was there. But me and kind of call niggas out for shit like that all the time.
What do you mean? Like you make direct calls to them?
Hell yeah.
And what do they say though? Like when you confront them about it?
You know, niggas make up excuses like, nah, I was talking about a situation. I wasn't saying that I was actually there when it happened. We'll be like, yo, we heard you say you was there, you fucking bozo. All right, whatever. All right. So what we saw on the internet wasn't you saying you was there when such and such situation happened. We didn't even know. Nigga, you wasn't even a king when that happened.
I guess now, like we're talking from the perspective of you and you being older. So you're obviously not going to react like you would when you're younger. Like if you heard this stuff when you were younger, you might react differently.
Nah, niggas that used to do shit like that in my neighborhood, I used to ride them all the time. Once you did shit like that in my neighborhood when I was young, I just never respected you after that. I will ride you every chance I get. But I used to like do that to people for entertainment. I was a very cruel kid at some times, you know what I mean? At some points. I used to fuck with people like, yo, if I see you did some stupid shit around us, I will ride you for months about that same situation.
I guess we got to say, thank God that we got this new Blame that's more mature and grown up now, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.